Hello everyone, welcome back to Transport Fever 2 on our modded series in the Midwest region of the United States of America. Welcome back. Today we are in Rochester currently, and I have a new project. We're going to get into more of the cargo realm of things for today. So if we take a look, Rochester allows for fuel, and Rochester doesn't get tools or fuel right now. So we want to deliver more cargo now because we've been dealing a lot with pedestrians, but we want to try to expand our variety a little bit. So we do have oil here, crude oil, along with an oil refinery and our fuel depot down here. So we're going to use all trains for this. So we're going to get straight into it. We're going to do a speed build. And if you recall from last video, we have 2 cities that we can expand to that we still haven't expanded to yet. So we have like 10 out of the 12 taken care of now. So let's get into it. Alright, so we just finished our little speed build here, and it was a little bit of a lengthy process, but I'm going to go over everything that just happened. So, very simply, oil to oil refinery, and over here I'll get to this about our train depot and whatnot. But then we come all the way down to our fuel refinery down here. It goes underneath this tunnel, as well as the one from the regular oil plant. So I just got really lazy and didn't want to deal with the contour lines. I figured that I have enough money, might as well just have it cut straight through. Doesn't seem like much of an issue to me, so we just decided to spend that money. We obviously have 2 platforms here, one to bring it back and forth from oil and to the fuel refinery, but this little area right here, so we have to have a train station that goes from the fuel all the way down to Rochester, so that's going to be the lengthiest trip of them all. What we have here is we have our train depot right in the center of the action, so it can go to any of these 4 locations. So in total that would be 3 lines that we would need to use, but we didn't want to build too many train depots because we don't want to spend too much on the trains themselves, or sorry, the maintenance of the depots, because that would really drive us down to an area where we don't want to be spending money on. We don't want those monthly costs. And look at this, I made a mistake. I need to connect this line up properly. And then we basically just have it come down to our regular station here. As you can tell, I just added on to our previous station, so that is very good. But now we just have to buy our trains. So we have the oil to go into the crude oil, and then we have it going to the fuel refinery. So we need to have every 2 oil that comes from the oil well gets processed and turns into 1 oil, and then so on, 1 and 1. So let's take a look. So thankfully we did achieve new cars. So we have the larger tank cars rather than the smaller ones like last time. I'm going to do a capacity of 96 for this guy. So that seems like it's going to be just fine. And then we're going to add, I think I want the 10 wheeler. We're going to start with 48 capacity on this one for now. So we were just able to buy 2 trains out of 3 that we need. So let's actually just get it started for now. We will buy another locomotive later, but let's get line set up, which I'm just going to do very briefly. Let's skip through it. Alright, we have our trains rolling out, thank goodness. Now these guys this long train is going to be our crude oil, so that is a simple line back and forth from obviously that place. And then we also have our regular oil line, which is just going to bring the oil up and down from here. We have the 10-wheeler for that versus the Atlantic for the other one. So we will add an additional locomotive for our fuel line later. However, we don't really need it right this second. However, I did forget that we do need a truck depot of some sort. Before we forget, I want to take care of that now. And then after we achieve getting all the fuel over, then we would have a line transportation for our truck depot over to the industrial buildings down toward the boat dock area. So we have that plan settled out. I'm going to let the time run by a little quicker so we can achieve more technology, but let's go ahead and figure out some of the things that we need to upgrade so we can let this whole system figure itself out. And let's go ahead and see what we need to do. So I know I spend a lot of time going over like the lines that aren't earning as much money, but I also have to remember to look at the lines that are old and have vehicles that need replacement. Hence the Anchor Wichita line, along with some of these other Anchorage and Wichita lines that I need to help out. But this one's the train, so I want to make sure we take care of the train. Trains are important. If we take a look, it looks like we do transport just about everyone already with 48 capacity from Wichita to Anchorage. Uh-oh, what's going on? Why are you over here? Did I mess that up? Oh my god, I did mess that up. I am awful at this. Okay, I think I just assigned... Did I assign 2 vehicles to the same line? Oh my god, I need to pause it. I'm gonna keep losing money. Sorry, let's... No, I don't want to create a new line. I wanted to... Oh my god. Oh! Add station. Here we go. That is not crude oil. That is regular oil. I think I just got confused because I assigned the wrong things. Okay, that was my bad. I really just messed up, and now we're just going to lose more money. So these trains are just going to keep going back and forth for a hot minute. But nonetheless, let's go back to fixing the train over in Anchorage in Wichita. And by the looks of it, it looks like it's just going to stay around 48 capacity. So let's go ahead, manage the vehicle. Let's see what we can change you into, because you're using like the Baldwin, which is really old. Yeah, so I'm just going to end up replacing the Atlantic here. I unfortunately don't have the money right now for quite obvious reasons. I keep just spending it all. Well, let's go ahead and replace it. There we go. It's going to have a larger capacity now of 60, but if we move people back and forth quicker, then it may end up kind of boosting up the city population and the will to travel. So that should be just fine. What other lines were we messing up on? Wichita Pink line. Let's see. Whoa, you're a busy line, aren't you? So it does come all the way up here. I don't think it really gets as much up here as it was originally supposed to. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to... We're going to basically flip the line. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to add it up there. But we're going to remove... Just remove that one. There we go. So it's going to be a longer line now. I'm going to actually remove the oldest vehicle. I'm going to remove one more. Then manage vehicles. We're going to make you all max. Simple as can be. We just upgraded all our very bad conditioned vehicles as part of the terms of the game. It's considered very bad. So really the vehicles that were in the roughest conditions. Now we just have to look at the lines that we can improve on our money. Meanwhile, we finally have the Rochester oil line is now bringing regular oil over to our fuel depot, whatever you want to call it. Has it received anything yet? No, it has not. But what I'm going to do now is, I think what we can do is just go ahead, put in the train, because once it gets there, it will at least fill with something. Let's go ahead and add a vehicle to our fuel line. And then what we're going to do is we're going to throw 8 of these guys on here to make a capacity of 96. It's going to be a $7 million vehicle. We're going to let the time fly a little bit, maybe pull out a loan here soon, and then we're just going to replace it. Alright, I waited long enough. It was a split second for you guys, but I've been waiting here for a hot minute. Which means we're probably not making good money, or I'm just really impatient. It's one or the other. Let's add you to the fuel line. Let's go. Rochester Fuel. Simple as can be. Oh my god, wait a minute. Huntsville looks like it's having a population issue with Huntsville and Burbank. Burbank hasn't been that busy. Or it wasn't beforehand. Oh my god. You're at 123 right there. And how many people are going to... Oh my god. This is like the Huntsville-Wichita line all over again. Just rinse, wash, repeat. Hold on. I got to pause it now. Because I got to fix that. But I'm going to get sidetracked because nobody's actually going to... I just figured out that nobody is going to deliver to Rochester. Considering that I need a truck line to go back and forth. So let me set up that real quick. There we go. Now we have the Rochester delivery line. Losing my words. So all we're going to do is we're just going to buy one vehicle that can hold all the cargo, so there's no issues for future products, and we're going to put it on the line, just one of them for now, and we'll adapt to it later, but let's continue hitting that play button, and let's go ahead and figure out what to do with the Huntsville and Burbank line, because this line needs some help. Okay, I'm sitting here, and do I want to do this? Do I want to add the Atlantic with 5 heavy carts on there? And my gut tells me no, or maybe it's my brain that's telling me no, and just my ignorance that's telling me yes. I don't really know, but it's like, if we weigh the options, the weight is just double than the Clear Story carts. And pulling out the loan, here we go. Pulling out the loan, managing the vehicle, replacing for a total of $8 million. Oh my god. Alright, hopefully that will fix the Huntsville Burbank line. Hold on, how many people are waiting at this bus stop now? Because we got a whole lot of people waiting over here. We got 55 people waiting the purple line. That is unacceptable. Let's get rid of one vehicle, which is going to be number 94. Because what we're going to do is replace the rest with the Max. Let me pay off some loans before I start losing a whole lot of money that I don't need to be losing. And now I obviously get the notification that I need to replace some more vehicles. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. It's all the Wichita food and grain lines. Actually, let's go ahead over there and look at what the issue is and the best way to solve it. I know there's a lot of vehicles in poor condition. Yeah, let's just replace all of them with these guys. And we're just going to do the same with the food. Alright, I thought that was going to be a lot more complicated than it had to be. Alright, that line is getting their upgrades. Let's see what else is in poor condition. Anything else? Nothing else is in poor condition as of right now. Thank goodness. I need a break. I also wanted to check up on one other thing. So meanwhile, we're really maximizing our efficiency, but I wanted to see how this line switch was doing. So let's speed it up and see where our trains actually switch in between. Oh my god, so right here, these trains will actually pass by at the perfect time now. So what we ended up doing did work. And I bet you anything they're like off sync a little bit. So they're, if you imagine a line like this, right? This is the middle, all right? I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's just say the trains are a little off sync, so they're like not evenly distributed, but they're a little bit off from the middle. So I don't know where I was going with that demonstration. I only have 2 hands when I need 3. Anyhow, it works now. So just a slight recap, we do have our Rochester fuel that is new and obviously isn't gonna make us as much money. And as I'm taking a look down here already, we need to move around the fuel more. Actually, I need to expand this because I didn't realize how much it would be sitting here waiting. Cargo, please. We're gonna add 2 more vehicles to that delivery line so we don't have any more issues. So that's the one line that we're not making money off of right now versus, I guess Augusta purple line isn't making us as much money as I wanted it to. Whatever. Oh, it's off the screen now, so I guess it doesn't matter. Beside a few little smaller lines, which I'm not going to worry about right now. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else to go over. So I thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give me that thumbs up if you would like to help support the channel. I would highly appreciate it. Any comment suggestions or comments, leave me down below. I will review them. And join our Discord. By the way, if you join our Discord, I will give you a free shout out in the next 3 videos. Be sure to take advantage over that. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.